Hey everybody, David Bott here from OutsideOurBubble.com, and one of the questions I get emailed a lot, it seems to be a lot, is Dear David, if you had to pick one thing that you did to your motor coach that you think is the best thing you've done, what would that be? Well, I know what that answer would be for me. I'm not sure what it would be for Brenda other than her Instant Pot for cooking, but I don't know if that actually counts as a hack. But my personal best hack that I designed and put in myself, well, would be this. Come on. Back here. It's back here. Let me show you. Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Just bear with me a second, okay? It's right here. This is the best. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, I have hot water. Hot water. I didn't have to do anything. Ouch, it is hot. Damn. It's hot water. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, let me dry off first and then I'll explain. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I'm dried off, and just so you're aware, Brenda had no clue where I was going to go with that. None. I did not warn her. Nothing. Did I?
No, you didn't.
So that was, she had no clue. But anyways, I had to prove a point, and you're probably saying, okay, Dave, what the hell does hot water have to do with the shower and you being in it? First off, I just thought it was funny, but I hope you guys did too. But what it means is it's my hack. What I did is the Aqua-Hot system, and at least in our 2014 coach, 45 LP, we have an Aqua-Hot. And like a lot of you guys have an Aqua-Hot, I would imagine, if you have, if you have one. Any case, the big issue with our motorhome is our Aqua-Hot, to turn on the diesel burner, is all the way up in the front of the coach here. It's all the way up here. And the problem with that is, we don't always keep that diesel burner turned on. Let's face it, why burn that diesel fuel all the time? It makes no sense to have it keep heating up and cooling down with that diesel fuel. So we leave the electric on all the time, that's for sure. But then what we want the diesel fuel mostly, the only time I should say when we need diesel for the Aqua-Hot is when it's extremely cold out and we need that, or if we're running hot water for showers. And that's really the only time we use it. So we would often go to the shower when we first got our coach and start taking a shower, and the water would start to cool down, and we have to turn it up hotter and hotter in order to keep warm. The problem is we had forgot to throw the switch for the diesel burner, which was all the way up here in the front of the coach. I got really tired of doing that, and I set out to find a way to stop that from happening. What I ended up doing, I found basically a flow switch. First thing I did is I found out that the Aqua-Hot, that switch up there, it's only a contact switch, which means it carries really no voltage. It's only a signal switch. So when you turn it on, it tells it, hey, you can use the boiler if you need to. And if it's not on, then it doesn't use the boiler. That's all it does. It's just a contact switch which sends a signal of yes or no. So once I discovered that, I'm like, hey, I can use a flow switch. So what I did is I set out to find out when the hot water is running in the shower, which one of the lines is providing that hot water. I then cut that line, put the flow switch in between, ran the two wires off the flow switch, which is basically when the water's flowing, it makes the contact. And then that contact, of course, is just like the switch up there. You turn on and off. And I got that wired directly into the pins, I think it's pins 1 and 2 of the Aqua-Hot system, which is the signal switch. So basically now, whenever I turn just the shower on, the water flows through the tube hits the flow sensor trips the switch, which turns on our diesel boiler automatically. So now we don't have to touch it again. It can always be in the off position, and if we turn the shower hot water on, only the shower hot water, it will turn on the diesel boiler. I have a switch in the bathroom so I can turn that on and off, so if I don't want that function to automatically happen, I can defeat that. But that's the best hack I did, because we no longer have to say, hey, can you turn on the diesel boiler? So it's just a simple flow switch that I mounted into the Aqua-Hot system. That would have to be my best hack of this motor coach. I think it's kind of creative, and It works great, and it is a true hack. In any case, I'm Dave Bot from Outside Our Bubble, and I hope you found this video useful in some way, shape, or form, and I don't mean the beginning part. Take care, keep safe, and if you like what we do, please click subscribe. I'm gonna get out of here now because I still realize I'm a little wet. Take care, bye. Hey, at least I didn't sing in the shower. Later.